Welcome back, part 2 of our small commercial site, Solving Problems with SiteWorks. I'm Mike Berner from SiteTech Northeast. As you can see, last time we put our PDF in off our benchmark, and then, while you can see the screen, it's quite a cluster of points. It's because I've got everything turned on right now. What I might do is I'm going to actually shut these point names off so that's not as confusing right now. Try to clean the screen up a little bit. There were a bunch of piles out here, so you're going to see this VB for volume boundary. Got a bunch of ground shots, right, sidewalk in here, so we got some edge of walk. The reason I wanted to do this is we wanted to do a kind of a cut fill over this entire area. The existing conditions plan that the contractor had did not have these piles, so we went out and we actually shot the volume boundary, ground shot of those, so that we could actually do some quick calculations of excess they may not have had in the cuts and fills. If I pop this screen over here, we can see created a nice surface for ourselves. We've got our few piles that we may need to deal with. Just a refresher, we're going to come into here if we want to get the volume boundary, our hamburger menu, or our COGO, our review and edit data. Now what we can see is all our volume boundaries. So if I click on this one, right, it's a stockpile. You just leave it as a stockpile, hit accept. It's giving me my computed volume. If I wanted to make it a report, I can add my pictures, give it my title. I can put in my company logo if I had it. It's a nice feature to have, especially if you're just on the fly. This whole topo probably took me 30 minutes or so. It's very, very, very flat out here. We can see that on the PDF contours as well. Not a whole lot of change. That's why my points are a little bit further apart. I did end up creating a volume boundary around where my existing conditions are, mainly because when I bring in my design, I want to be able to compare a cut fill over the whole thing. So our next step is going to be, we are going to create this whole design in field. So I'm going to come to my hamburger menu. I'm going to come to my project setup, change project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new work order. And I'm just going to call this finish grade in field. And we'll just do V1. Just in case I make a mistake, I can have a V2 and all that jazz. No design needed. So we're going to hit accept. What this is going to do is just essentially give us a blank screen. Our control points will still be here. So we'll still be able to see where they are. Our PDF is still in here. The first thing I like to do is I want to put this building in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my hamburger menu, COGO. I'm going to go to create points and arcs. Okay, I'm going to hit my question mark unless you remember all those functions. And I'm going to do my point and bearing distance. I'm going to choose a corner. Come right into here. It says, where do you want to start? We're going to start right here. Okay? What's nice on these plans is I can see my 70 feet, right? My dimensions of this pad are already in here. So we're going to say extract, enter the elevation. If I come back one screen, there should be finished floor right there, 497.5. So I can come in here and I can punch in 497.5. All right, we'll go to point 1, and we're going to call it building corner. Accept. So now we have one building corner. Now if you've watched our other videos, you know we like to bang 90s around the building. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get my bearing. So I'm going to choose right on this. So 69 feet, we know that's supposed to be 70. We're just going to push it. What's nice is now I can click on this create line from points, 70 feet. We're going to hit accept. It's going to say, what do you want to call it line? And we're just going to call it the building. We'll create a break line. Now I've automatically created a point, and I've created a line. And now I'm just going to turn my 90. I'm going to go 230 feet. There's that. There we go. I'm going to turn my 90 again. Went the wrong way, not a big deal. There's that. And what's nice is I can literally just hit close line. And now we have our building done with an elevation. You essentially have your finished floor done. Come in here. If I switch my 3D surface over, I have my 3 pieces of paper, measured surface, pretty simple, right? All right, it's going to get more complicated. In the next video, we're going to start putting in all these contours.